It's hard to figure out how to divide real estate, especially when the real estate is a family home. There are a couple of different approaches to take.
One easy solution is to sell the real estate and divide any funds from the sale of the property after repayment of the mortgage evenly between the two spouses. Unfortunately, if you have children and want to keep them in the same home or the same school, selling the house might not be an option.
There are other options. One option is to figure out if there is any equity in the home. You will need to have the property appraised to find out its current value. To find out the amount of equity, you take the current appraised value and subtract the mortgage balance. The difference is the equity. The amount of the equity should be divided evenly between each spouse. So, as an example, if the equity on the home is $50,000, each spouse would be entitled to $25,000.
If one spouse would like to keep the home, that spouse would have to reimburse the other spouse for the amount of equity, $25,000. It's not always possible to hand over that amount of cash. What you can do is agree to allow the spouse to keep other property that would total that amount of cash. Another option is to refinance your home or take a second mortgage to pay off the amount of equity to the spouse.
Whether you refinance the home or exchange property, you still need to take care of the paperwork. If you are refinancing, the mortgage will be in your name only. You still need to have your spouse transfer the rights of the property to you. This document is called a quit-claim deed. The spouse quits their claim to the property.
Third, you might consider holding on to the property. Some spouses work together to keep the property for an indefinite amount of time. Again, if the intention is to keep the property while children are growing, you may decide to hold on to the property and sell at a later date. This means you have to agree to divide the proceeds at a later date, while the spouse in residence pays the mortgage in the meantime.
Visit us today at www.mydivorcepapers.com. Let mydivorcepapers.com help you file for divorce today.